Want to hear from another rising star? Two more to go. This particular couple. I've been having a conversation with them backstage. They started September 12, 2012. They have jumped over several pins. They're now Emerald 9 star. They're from Helena, Montana. That must have been the applause of everybody in the state of Montana. That was bigger than the Ohio applause. Help me welcome Kaylin and Tanner Mead.
Thank you guys so much. We are so excited. First, I just want to say thank you to everybody who helped get us where we are today. You know who you are. I want to thank God for getting us to where we are as well. And I also want to thank Team Fusion, because without each and every one of you, we would not be where we are today. We are so grateful for each yes, and we cannot wait until you're on this stage doing this as well.
Woo! So let me start off by taking you guys all back about 2.5 years ago. Kaylin and I were a young married couple with a 1-month-old baby. Already crying. With a 1-month-old baby, and I was going to school to be a teacher, and I was also working a full-time job, and we were living okay, and everything was going all right for us until one day I walked into my job, and without any warning, they told me that I was being let go. And I had to do the hardest thing I had to do, and that's to go home and tell Kaylin that she had to find a job. We had to put our daughter in daycare. And so as man of the house, you want to be able to provide for your family. And I couldn't do that anymore.
I love it. So when he came home and told me the news, I couldn't even fathom what he said, because up until that point, the plan had always been, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. And when he told me that wasn't really an option anymore, I just knew there had to be another way, because I could not imagine taking my 1-month-old baby, passing her to somebody else for 8 hours every day, and hearing about her big moments from somebody else. I wanted to be there to experience them myself. So I found AdvoCare through my aunt and instantly knew that this is what we needed. Our first month, we couldn't even afford product, but we made $150, and that put gas in the car and paid the electric bill. So we were pretty thrilled. Shortly after that, Tanner found another job, which was such a blessing, but
It was also a curse, because with school now and this new job, I would wake up before my family was awake, and I wouldn't get home until they were in bed, tucked away at night, and I never got to see them. It was really hard, and on my random days off, I would go to play with my daughter, and she would cry for her mom because she didn't know who I was. Do you know how hard that is? It was absolutely devastating for us.
so at that point in time, I just decided, you know what, this is not the way that you're supposed to live your life. Everybody says, you're 19 years old, food stamps is normal, living with friends to save money is normal, it's all normal. And I thought, why should they have to be normal? Like, why, So I just decided, you know what, you're not put on this earth to be away from your family. You're not put on this earth to work a job you hate. You're put here to be with the people you love and do the things you're passionate about. And our life was not something we were passionate about. So got really intentional, and we went pretty fast. Within 3 months, we hit silver. Within 6 months, he was able to walk away from the job he hated, and we had all of his school paid for with no loans.
And I always love to thank KK, because she caught this vision long before I did. I was a skeptical husband, and so I'm just very thankful for you and finding this for our family. But the one thing I want to say to maybe some of you guys out there is, if you're out there with your arms folded, or you're thinking about the NFL draft coming up, Just remember that your wife is always right.
Yes, we are. So, after that, things kept moving really quickly. I'm going to be really transparent with you guys. Things went really quickly. We got to Gold 3-star in our first year, and we were happy. We were content. But then all of a sudden, a few months later, we were sitting on our couch expecting the checks to keep coming, and everything just started going down. Our overrides, our PGV, our recruiting, everything's going down, 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 and I'm sitting there blaming everybody. Until one day, I came home from our 5th no-show mixer in a row, 8 months pregnant with my second daughter, and I just started crying because I realized, you know what? This is no one's fault but my own. I'm not being the leader I need to be. I'm signing people up and saying, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here to help you. But I wasn't taking them with me. I was just saying, let me know if you need anything. So once I finally took a long, hard look in the mirror and said, what can you do better? Everything started changing. Everything. We went from Gold 3-star to Emerald 9-star in the last 6 months, and that's because since our purpose was fulfilled, we looked to our teams for their purposes. And by helping them and focusing on them and being a better leader for them, everything changed. Now I wear these wristbands for Carmen, who wants to be a stay-at-home mom, Sarah, who wants to start a family, Renee, who wants to get a bigger house for her 3 kids because she's living in a 2-bedroom apartment. And since our purpose is fulfilled, we let their purposes fuel us into action. And I'm just going to end on one more thing because I'm getting told to wrap up. But AdvoCare's compensation plan is 100% leadership-based. So your business and your paychecks rise and fall on your leadership. If things aren't going the way you want them to go, take a long, hard look in the mirror and always ask yourself, what can I do better? And I promise you, once you do that, everything is going to change. So thank you so much.
Thank you.